You're about to get a VIP deep dive into the Miami-Dade rental market like nobody else. Whether you're looking to rent something in Miami-Dade, you're already renting and thinking of moving, you're a landlord in Miami-Dade, or you're thinking about buying an investment property in Miami-Dade, you cannot miss this video because we're going into all the granular detail and contextualizing all the most important market information that you absolutely have to know. Jake Fletcher here with the Fletcher Group at eXp Realty, your Miami real estate agent, and it's my pleasure to be bringing you guys this video today. You know, I one time just did a rental video on a whim because I thought it would be interesting, and the video took off. It seemed like people really loved it, so you know what, I kept on doing them, and it seems like every time I do a rental video, it seems like people love it and really appreciate it. And honestly, I haven't seen anyone else who does rental market update videos for Miami-Dade, so I figured, you know what, we're gonna just start making that a regular part of the channel. Every single month, I'm gonna be bringing you guys market updates for the rental market. Okay, so if you appreciate that, if you appreciate the hours of time that I take to gather this data, put it all together in a way that it makes sense, contextualize it for you, make these videos, upload them, all that stuff. If you appreciate that, do me a quick little favor. It costs you $0.00. Go ahead and hit subscribe, ring the notification bell so you don't miss videos like this in the future, and, you know, smash the like button for me and for the YouTube algorithm. So without any further ado, let's jump into the first graph here. We're going to talk about inventory first. Number of active listings came in at 11,229. That's a lot of rentals, but it's 73 less than December in 2023. That's a 0.6% decrease from December to January. Now, year over year, that's 2,926 additional listings from last January's 8,303 active listings. So from 8,303 back here to now 11,229. So big old jump in inventory. That's good, you know, gives people more options and all of that good stuff, okay? Now, new listings, that's the blue line we're looking at here, came in at 5,625. That's a nice jump from 4,151 back in December for a 35.5% increase, and that's actually 1,096 more new listings than last January over here. And, you know, it is normal to see a big jump from December to January because, you know, people are less likely to list their properties, you know, for rent during the holidays. They don't want to deal with it, and, you know, people end up moving in January more than they end up moving in the holidays. So it kind of makes sense to see more, you know, new listings coming on the market in January. So last December to January, we actually saw, that's this little pop-up here, we saw a 28.6% increase from about 3,500 to about 4,500 rental listings. So, you know, a much bigger new year jump this year than last year, going from 28.6% over here to a 35.5% increase over there, okay? So let's take a look at the next graph here, which is average days on market and then also closed price to original price ratio. Now, the average days on market came in at 74 days, meaning it took 74 days for the average rental to, you know, go from being listed to being rented. That's actually up 2 days from December. And last January, the average days on market was 61, okay? So that's a 13-day increase in that green line there from last January to now. So market moving slower, a little bit harder for landlords to get their units rented out on average, okay? Now, the closed price to original price ratio, all that is it's a percentage difference between what a property is listed at compared to what it actually ended up being rented at. Now, closed price to original price ratio came in at 96.3%. That's up a little bit, up 0.3% to be precise from December. Okay, so that's that little, oh, that's the blue line here. That's that little pop up there, a little, you know, 0.3%. And, you know, that's probably good for landlords because it was going down there for a long time. It was looking like, oh my gosh, what do I got to do to get this property rented out? I got to keep dropping the price and taking less and less. And then now things are kind of finally bouncing back. However, you know, last January was 98% closed price to original price ratio. So pretty close to parity there. Up here, this was during the Zoom rush when things were going above list price on average. You know, so definitely more deals happening at the moment than back here and then in the, last year this time, which is good. If you're a renter, the deals are out there. If you want to find them, if you want to work with a great agent who can help you get a deal on a rental, that's me. Head down to the description. All my contact info is there. Now let's talk about median sale price overall. And when I say sale, I mean rental. So if I accidentally say sale, I mean rental. It's just that the MLS says sale because normally we're talking about sales. But in this case, we're talking about rentals. But for whatever reason, they don't differentiate it when you spit out the data. Now, the median rental price overall stayed at $3,000 for the fourth month in a row, okay? So that's that green line there. You can see a lot of stability in pricing, okay? Very, very stable. And last January was also $3,000. So there was a little bit of a tick up in, sort of like the middle, like spring and then summer of last year, and then things stabilized back down to $3,000. Now, sales is our blue line, and again, this is sales overall for all bedroom counts, and it also was exactly 3,000. Funny enough, we had 3,000 rentals. I keep saying sales. We had 3,000 rental transactions, and then the median rental price was also 3,000, which is kind of a coincidence, right? But the transactions actually was down 345 less transactions from December to January. But again, it's normal to see less transactions, because those transactions are a lagging indicator. The rentals that happen in January, they went under contract in December. Less people are wanting to move during the holidays. That happens pretty much every year. Okay, so last January, there was 2,657 transactions. So we're actually up compared to last January in terms of just transactions. Now, let's talk about it on a granular level. Let's look at the actual, the difference in median rental price and then number of rentals for the bedroom counts, okay? So for studios, we're going to look at studios first. Median rental price of a studio in Miami-Dade was actually $2,400. So that's our green line there. It was the same price as December, and last January was $2,475 over here. So a little $75 reduction in terms of median rental price for studios on a year-over-year basis. Now, the blue line is our sales again, and sales came in at rentals came in at 168 rental transactions for studios. Last January, there was 137 studio transactions, which is a 22.6% increase in studio rental transactions. So that's interesting. We're going to look at one bedrooms next, okay? So one bedrooms, median rental price came in at $2,700, which is down from $2,750 in December, okay? So a little $50 month-over-month decrease there. Last January was $2,761, so a $61 decrease year over year. Rental transactions for one bedrooms came in at 937 transactions. Last January was 777 transactions, which is a 20.6% increase in the number of rentals there, okay? Number of rental transactions from this point to that point. Now, next up, you guessed it, we're going to look at two-bedroom rentals, and two-bedroom median rental price is $2,900. That's up from $2,859 in December. However, last January's median rental price was $3,000. So this green line here in January of last year was $3,000. Now it's at $2,900. So a little bit of a break. A little bit overall, we see, two-bedroom rental prices coming down compared to that Zoom rush time period where things were just absolutely buck wild. Now, the rental transactions for two bedrooms came in at 1,023. Last January was 939. That's an 8.9% increase. Here we go with three bedrooms, and three-bedroom median rental price came in at $3,200 for 4 months in a row now, okay? So you see that stability there in that price line again. But, it flexed up a bit mid-year like we saw with the overall rental prices, and then, kind of worked its way back down to $3,200. As you can see, the number of rental transactions for three bedrooms came in at 634 in the blue line there. Last January was 574, okay? That's a 10.5% increase. Now, last but not least, let's take an old gander at four-bedroom rentals just for the fun of it, okay? Four-bedroom median rental price came in at $4,000. That's an $800 increase from 3-bedroom to 4-bedroom. So, you know, if you're a landlord, something to think about there. And that $4,000 is a $200 jump from December's $3,800. If you're looking at that green line there, last January was also $4,000, okay? So again, a little mid-year pop in terms of the price, worked its way back down. You know, as we've seen inventory increase, this is something that puts downward pressure on prices, you know, when that little summer flex up happened. Now, rental transactions for 4 bedrooms came in at 190 transactions. Last January was 179. That is a 6.1% increase. So as you saw, the year-over-year transaction count for every bedroom type increased, meaning that rentals have gotten more popular overall, or that more people are moving to Miami, or, you know, more people are willing to move at this point in time than they were last year, or a combination of all of those and other potential factors as well. But something interesting to note, rentals are getting more and more popular in Miami. Now, next up, let's talk about months of inventory and expired listings. Months of inventory, all that is if no new rentals came on the market, how long would it take to rent out all the existing supply? Months of inventory came in at 4 months. That's up from 3 months here in the green line there. You see the little pop up. So a little bit slower due to less transactions happening, but, you know, still a very quick market. And you could say it's a landlord's market out there, okay? Now, the blue line there is the expired listings, which came in at 4,583. That's listings that went off of the market because the contract between the landlord and the listing agent expired. It's no longer on the market. So 4,583 expired listings in January. That's 1,033 more expireds than last January over here. And that's a 29.1% increase on a year-over-year basis. So lots of interesting data there for you guys to chew on and think about. You know, rentals in Miami-Dade is about, last time I checked, about 65% of our population in Miami-Dade are renters. If that's you and you're wondering, hey, how can I go from being a renter to being a homeowner? That is something that I can absolutely 100% definitely help you out with. Even if you're years out from that point, I can help you make a plan and help you to, you know, figure out how you can execute that plan, and then of course execute the actual purchase once it comes time. If you're a landlord out there and you're thinking, hey, you know, it's kind of overwhelming, this whole process of, you know, what is the rental worth? What's the rental price? How do I make sure I get it rented out within less than a month so I don't have so much, you know, overhead on this property eating into my bottom line? I can help you make sure that you price that property correctly, get a good tenant in there, all the good stuff, you know, all of the above and more, make the process as smooth as possible. So whether you're a renter, you're looking for a rental, you know, you're looking to maybe make a move, you're looking to maybe move to Miami from somewhere else, or you're a landlord, or you'd like to become a landlord in Miami, no matter what it is that you're looking to do, I am the guy for the job. I'm the person who can help you out and give you the best results guaranteed. So please don't hesitate. Go down to the contact information down there. All my contact information is there in the description down below. My phone number, you know, where you can reach me, my email, my Instagram, all that good stuff. Reach out to me, guys. I'd love to hear from you. You can even schedule a free consultation with me on my Calendly link down there. And, you know, I'd love to help you out. I'm here to be a resource for the community. I'm here to help you guys out and help you make your real estate goals a reality, all right? That's what I love. That's what makes me happy. I love saving people money. I love making people money. And I love helping people, you know, reach their goals. So Jake Fletcher here with the Fletcher Group at eXp Realty. It's been a pleasure, and can't wait to see you guys on the next one. Peace.